Obviously, a great victory for our program the other night. Our guys really competed. I thought we defended. I thought we rebounded. We stuck to the game plan. Really good basketball team. Incredible environment. I thought we made timely shots. We got timely rebounds. A couple end of clock type situations where MJ really pulled us out of a tough spot. I thought Lamar did the same thing. And for the first time, I really believe the last 4 minutes we executed offensively and defensively. Give Cassius credit, man. He hit some really difficult shots, drifting left. We were draped on him, contested. I mean, he's a big time player. Some of the plays that he made, but also give us credit on the other end. I thought Lamar made big plays for us out of a timeout. Made a great pass to Johnny, making his free throws. Some really great plays by a team that was totally laser focused on the task at hand. And that's what it's got to be moving forward. We had a good workout this morning. Stay present, stay in the moment, focus on us, continue the process of getting better. And when we do that and we don't look forward, positive things are happening. I got all dressed up for you today. That's why I was a couple of minutes behind. Sorry.
I hate to say it, but kind of predictably, you said afterwards that you felt you could still get better. How do you get better from a performance that involves a win of that magnitude?
You know, I thought there were some certain things that we could really clean up. I thought some execution on offense throughout the game. Like I said, the last 4 or 5 minutes, we did a better job. But I felt like they pushed us outside the hashes. There's hashes at half court there. And we never want to have our offense that far out towards half court. You want to play inside the hashes. You always want to put pressure on the paint. I thought they did a nice job of denying our wings, denying Lamar on the elbows, really to force our hand to trust our concepts. So that's on the offensive end. On the defensive end, you know, you're hoping Cassius doesn't even shoot them, which we did a better job the last couple minutes. However, he still got them off. So I think our ball screen defense, our dribble handoff defense can get a lot better. I was excited about our rebounding, though. I mean, obviously one of the top 2 keys against a team like Michigan State. So we did a good job of finding bodies. But that's we can always get better in those areas and then convert, especially early in the second half. I thought they got some easy ones in transition defense where we could definitely improve on.
Just to add on the rebounding, you were a few minutes into the game before you got your first one. You were in like a 7-0 hole or 6-0 hole. Was that a point of discussion initially at that part of the game?
You know, since Minnesota, it's always been a part of discussion, even more so than ever. I mean, Minnesota was able to get 18 offensive rebounds on us the first time around. So you talk about it, well, we've done enough talking. Now we're going to work on it. And typically you're not doing rebounding drills this late in the year, and I think we had to. So I thought we did a really good job from that point on. To only give up 7 offensive rebounds against Michigan State is really encouraging.
Can you talk about the job that Miles and Mike have done adjusting to a different role? They're still playing minutes, but sometimes for kids, being taken out of the lineup could be a blow to their confidence. And obviously,
blow to their ego,
yeah.
Right? Everybody's got an ego now. And I think it just shows you their character, and they're about winning. They're about the team. We know Mike's ups and downs, but the fact that he said, okay, whatever we need to do to win, I'm a senior, I want to win, I'm going to do that. Miles like, this might be the best thing for me to get my confidence. Well, and it's working. It's working. And those guys know that, you know what, we're in better position. We're winning games. And I'm playing critical minutes. I'm playing starter minutes anyway, but I'm just watching it for the first few minutes from the sideline.
And for that to work out the way it has, what sort of message does that send to other guys who may not be starting, who think maybe they should be?
Yeah, you know what? Buy in. Be an all-star in your role. Buy in. On any given night, it's going to be your turn or your call, or it's going to be my decision to play you. And don't get ready, be ready. So when you step on that floor, you can produce and make an impact on the game.
Looking ahead at Minnesota, there was...
That's good. Ahead, just to Minnesota. Good. Right.
No real love lost at the end of that game or throughout that game, really. Where does that kind of fall on the emotional tapping into scale? I mean, maybe it just seems worse because it happened on TV and we saw it. I mean, what do you do with things like that when you go back into a second game?
I put that in the past. That was, how long ago was that? I don't even know. It's in the past. Put the past in the past. We're a different team right now. We got to stay laser focused on the task at hand to become the best team we can be. They're playing good basketball. They just played Wisconsin amazing. They did a really good job against them. So we have to be focused on us, and it's about us getting better. It's nothing about bulletin board material or, the handshake line or whatever was said. It's more about that's in the past. Stay focused on the present and try to win this moment.
And what do you feel like you have to do differently this time around to kind of get over that however many point hump it was?
Yeah, it was 18 offensive rebounds. I think if we do a better job, we would have came out of there with a win. 18 offensive rebounds leads to 29 free throws. He shot 29 free throws. We've over this 5-game stretch, right here, Ben, if you want to see them. 5-game stretch, we've done a better job of defending the three, rebounding the ball, and not putting the opponent on the free throw line where they're getting easy buckets and stopping our runs. We're doing a better job. If we can continue with this formula that we've created here over the last 5, the score will take care of itself.
Coach, Lamar seems to really be gaining some confidence with his outside game as the season's kind of gone on. Has anything really changed for him, or is it just more reps, more shots?
No, he works. He's the hardest worker on the team. First one in the gym this morning, getting shots up, working on his craft, getting to his sweet spots, working on that craft. I was really pleased that he went to some really deep bully-type post-ups late in that game. A little go-to move late and a little bounce that goes in. I thought that was massive. Went to a little bit of a floater. That was massive where they hit a 3. You think, the wheels are coming off. It's Michigan State going on a 10-0 run. No, he hits a monster floater going left. So I thought he did some really good things for us in the paint, getting to his spots. And then he drove the ball and was a willing passer to give it to Johnny. Johnny kind of make that layup, but he gives us 1 out of 2, which increases the lead. So I thought he made some really good decisions driving the ball or posting up. But you're right, he's feeling very confident outside the arc, outside the 3. He's feeling really confident in his mid-range. But I'd still want to see him do a little bit more in the paint.
Hey, Coach. Tell me about this children's book, kind of how everything came together that you know of, and what your experience has been with
it was a
Lamar.
collaboration by a lot of great people. Let's just put it that way. Our marketing team and Lamar and my assistant, Keith Ergo, came together to come up with this idea. I believe it's called A Day of Awesomeness. Is that correct?
Everyone is awesome.
Everyone is awesome. I keep messing that up. Everyone is awesome day, which I think is awesome, to use that word again. So hopefully everybody comes out, and Lamar was all for it and wanted to be a part of it. And we obviously know the illustrators and creators and designers of it. And I think it's just a little way to, again, have a great, deep relationship with our community and people that come to games and connect with families. So I think it speaks a lot about Lamar and our program.
Any other questions for Coach Jimmy?
What do you think has changed about Lamar at the beginning of the season versus right now? Because it seemed like he had so much help that he didn't have to do this sort of like senior backpacking that I'm going to do all of the work. But he seems to, over the last couple of games, kind of not grasp where you are, but he's taken a hold of things a little bit differently than he did at the beginning of the year. Do you think he just kind of senses the moment that you're in? Is he running out of games and now he's sort of having that moment? What do you think is kind of different
I
now?
think it's the moment that we're in. I think he knows we're real close to achieving some goals here that we've all set out before the season started. We're right there. So I think he senses that, you know what, I'm going to live in the moment. I'm going to stay in the moment. I'm going to be the best that I can be for this team and this program. And obviously everything's within arm's length. So keep getting better. Keep doing what he's doing. Keep leading. Thanks, guys.